Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Matt the Editor here, and welcome to the commentary on Doctor Who, FA, Season 1, Episode 3, Phantom of the TARDIS. And joining me today is the writer of this episode, former UDWF1, but now the executive producer of Double L Productions, my good friend, Sam Lloyd.
Hello, it's me.
Yes. As you can see, we're just going to do a little commentary on, basically behind the scenes on this particular episode, which we both collaborated together in Season 1.
Yes. So what's happening here? Okay. So yeah, Arya, the Silurian, was one of my creations. Yes, created during the period of my life when I was watching Game of Thrones.
Yeah, well, everyone was watching Game of Thrones
ended
at the
very
time.
quickly. I think a number of characters did once take her position in the story, but I eventually decided to go for a new character to give your Doctor a couple of friends early in his life.
Yeah, I mean, the original idea for Phantom of the TARDIS, it was pretty much around the same time Listen came out, and well, even though I pretty much had the idea of like an adventure in the TARDIS, because well, everyone wants an adventure in the TARDIS at some point.
We were doing Phantom, weren't we?
We were doing Phantom of the Opera at the time, and
we were doing Phantom on stage. It was great.
Yeah, we were doing it at the time, and funny enough, the title pretty much came first, and basically, I pretty much wanted it to be like a sort of like a fun sort of story, kind of a sort of creepy sort of thriller sort of story in the TARDIS, and we pretty much explored the TARDIS whilst trying to find this threat, and I couldn't think of anyone better to write this episode other than Sam.
Yes. So yeah, I think we just started running through this idea when we were at rehearsals one day for Phantom, and then it just grew into this script eventually. Took about, I think, after about a year of development, this story.
Yeah, it was. I think the time the episodes were being written, it must have been around the time we were both working on the 10th anniversary specials. You were working on Faded, and what was the other one called?
Faded and Inquisition.
I was working on Moment of the Doctor, and we were just pretty much just sort of discussing pretty much story ideas for the series. I would sometimes like write a couple of notes on what I'd like to see. I'd send them to Sam, and you would reply back with some thoughts or some suggestions, and with some parts of the script. And well, we pretty much just carried on from there.
Yes, and I was absolutely delighted when we got Jessica Osborne to be Arya, because I've worked with her numerous times. Of course, she was my Doctor. Yeah,
Jessica was your Doctor, and I'm trying to think, whose idea was it to cast her as Arya? Was it me or was it?
I think it was yours. I think you got into contact with her.
Yeah. Or I might have asked you to get in contact with her. Oh god, the graphics didn't age well. But
some classic Who editor here.
Yeah, some classic Who editor there, yeah. But honestly, I'm so glad we managed to get Jessica on board with this idea. I mean, yeah, she's got this sort of authority in the voice, in the dialogue. I mean, we had glimpses of that in with your Doctor, and just hearing it as I just sort of thought, I don't know who you could replace to voice Arya.
Certainly not.
No. And well, yeah, obviously as you can see there, I pretty much just edited a sort of sequence of all the pre-title sequences, and then just sort of changed the color gradient a bit. We'll talk about the title sequence in another commentary somewhere. Funny enough, Sam was the one who worked on the I'm trying to remember the 3D text of the names. You worked on the names.
I forgot about that. I did the animation for the text and the logo, I think.
Yeah.
What is that? I don't know.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's so strange just to hear. Yeah, I don't know why. I think this must have been one of the time where every main character in any show was so just sort of talking in a sort of deep, sort of serious voice. Thank God we managed to slightly change from that from recently.
Yeah, it's a very different tone to what we've got now.
Yeah,
I think Arya was the first custom I made for your videos. I've done a lot since the 13th Doctor.
You've pretty much been
both your Doctors.
The custom figure maker for. I'm trying to think how long is it. I know. I say it's like 5 or 6 years, but it's not 5 or 6 years. It's like 3 or 4 years. I'm working Doctor Who in specifically.
Yeah. I mean, we've got there's a lot of more customs to talk about in future
Yeah,
episodes.
yeah, as you will soon see.
I'm like, it's been so long since I wrote this.
Yeah. I mean, I get asked like a couple of times. Actually, before I start talking about it, we need to discuss this little fan service here. Basically, in the script, it just said the Doctor just picks up some random classic stuff from the classic series. And basically, what I did for this scene, I just basically just went through.
Is that the same verse that was in?
It's the
Multiverse?
same verse which is in the multiverse. And basically, what I did was I just basically just went through my box just to collect whatever was in my toy box at the time. I've no idea why I said it. It's just...
I went with the I went with the voice. I went with the voice interface almost as a companion for this episode.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Including a dig at Clara.
I have to explain because literally I've had like a couple of comments at this point saying, "Why does your doctor hate Clara?" And I'm just like I don't hate Clara. It's just this was pretty much at a point where everyone was getting a bit bored of Clara. I mean, no offense to Jenna Coleman. I mean, she's a terrific actress, and we did enjoy her in Doctor Who when she was around. It's just the character wasn't really developing that much of. It wasn't, like, she wasn't really going anywhere. She was pretty much the same character from when we first met her.
Yeah, I feel like she stuck around a bit too long.
Yeah.
But I introduced the voice interface into this story because I wanted the Doctor. Well, I knew I wanted to pair off. I've forgotten your companion, Connie.
Oh god, it's only been a couple of years since we last saw her, and we forgot.
But I wanted to pair off Connie and Arya because I wanted to. I guess this was sort of the first time that Connie would be going off without the Doctor and dealing with someone who is from a completely different background, and I wanted to see how she would develop through that and how these two would sort of get along. But obviously just having the Doctor talking to himself is no fun, so I introduced the voice interface as a companion.
That was until Peter Capaldi proved us wrong in Heaven Sent.
Yes.
But
again in Heaven Sent, Peter Capaldi was talking to Clara. Well, what he perceived to be Clara. Well, he was sort of monologuing to Clara to try and get over the fact that she wasn't there.
Honestly, just when I read the script and it said voice interface appears, I thought, that's actually a nice, not only just a nice little throwback to pretty much the Stephen Moffat era, but honestly, I think it's a nice little touch to have someone, for the Doctor to talk to. I mean, and honestly, just having the human form of the TARDIS, Idris or Serena Jones, I call her Serena Jones, as just to be someone to talk to is it's a nice little touch, sort of like a little hint that the Doctor is still talking to the TARDIS, like he usually does.
These corridors, I think, were the first thing that you filmed at my house. That I built the set for.
You built this set for the TARDIS corridors, and it pretty much became like a major feature in pretty much that version of the TARDIS at the time.
This first series they feature quite a bit, don't they?
Yeah, they feature in it.
And this is the theatre where we were doing Phantom at the time. Funny we came up with the idea.
Yeah. Some of these images, obviously you can tell, terrible green screen, but thank God we moved on from that. But some of them are basically from Google Images, but most of them are actually photographs I took because I was doing like a little documentary of the theatre at the time. And I thought, I might as well use like a couple of screenshots of some of the clips I did on that documentary.
So this is Cryo, who was one of Arya's crew, who she lost to the Phantom, which then infects the TARDIS.
Yeah.
And so the idea is that they kind of had a bit of a thing. So then the Phantom uses him to tempt her. It's quite vague, this story. Yeah. This could be a story. I think in a couple of years' time you won't understand what's going on. But since this is non-canon to the actual Doctor Who show, it really doesn't matter. Yeah, I feel like I've come a long way as a writer since then.
Yeah,
there's a lot we've changed.
We both have come a long way.
Oh yeah.
Well, you as a writer, me as a animator / filmmaker.
Yeah, I think if I were to do this again, I would have given the Phantom more of a motivation in this. It's the
Yeah.
Doctor fought it in a previous Avenger, so it comes across and boards the TARDIS to stop itself from dying.
Yeah.
I think I would have actually given it a reason to want the TARDIS if I were to do this again.
Yeah. Well, who knows? We could do like a sort of mini-sode of that adventure if we could.
The adventure.
Maybe not figure adventure. Maybe an audio adventure. I mean, so it's a lot of people are pretty much sticking to the big Finish audio adventures now. There's not like a lot of figure adventures, but
this is one of your editions, isn't it?
This
Cryo actually, he was in my version of the script. Cryo didn't appear beyond
that scene.
Yeah, but in this, and he didn't actually say anything. But obviously now here we've got Type 40 doing
Type
the
40
lovely,
doing
some lovely
a
Irish,
very obvious creepy voice.
very, very creepy, very Irish.
Yeah.
But the two are not connected, of course.
No.
So, and then
this
set.
Okay.
Oh, this was the time station originally, wasn't it?
It was originally a time station.
In mind,
Okay,
yeah.
I think I should say the line Cryo says, "I'm in the rocket." Does that look like a rocket?
It could be.
You said what the one things we could change. I would definitely change the design of the rocket. But yeah. Okay, now I did.
Not Jessica.
Yeah, no, that's obviously not Jessica. But I will say I originally had it to be very high pitched, but at the same time I didn't want people to get deaf.
Oh, and yes, the Guardian appears. That was another one of
the
your
guide.
editions.
The guide.
The
well,
guide.
at the time,
You said the guide at this point, then he becomes the Guardian.
Yeah, he becomes the Guardian. Sorry, spoilers, but you have to see the episode if you.
Well, yeah, we assume you've already seen it. If
Yeah,
you're watching this.
hopefully you've seen season 1, so you know what's going on. But I'll pretty much talk a lot more about the guide when I talk about Bridge to Eternity. But basically, what you need to know is, in this episode, he's voiced by me, but thankfully I got someone very, very good to voice him in Bridge to Eternity.
Oh,
but,
yes.
But we'll talk about him later. And yeah, so yeah, we were talking about the time station. Yeah, this was a set you used for the time station. I don't know whether you were still working on it. Were you still working on it?
I just finished, I think.
You just finished it, and I think I think I might have thought, well, it's a nice little touch. I thought I might as well use it for part of the console.
This is one of my favourite scenes. This was yours, I think.
Yeah. This was from my house. Honestly, one of the things I think I definitely need to improve on most of my work is the lighting, because this was actually filmed like normal lighting, but this was around. But basically, at that point, I was sort of trying out different lightings and different color corrections, and funny enough, I picked this lighting. Honestly, I think it's the perfect scene to have that lighting.
So was this color graded in post as well as?
Yeah. I did the editing of the animation first, and then I exported it as a separate video, and then I imported it back into the editing software again, and then just added a bit of color correction there, and yeah,
I think the lighting and the color grade here work amazingly.
Yeah, it works really, really well.
Oh yeah.
I mean, particularly on that that first shot where you got like the glowing green. It's an analyzer. Some people might not get it, but that glowing effect against the green dark background works perfectly.
I think that original TARDIS set, because it was very simplistic. It just had the console in the center.
Yeah,
but it worked. It lent itself so well to dramatic, like dynamic lighting.
Yeah. Even though that was pretty much around the time I thought go with like a simple design before I go crazy, which sadly with season 2 I did go a little crazy with the design, and thank God we changed it. But there's just a part of me that sort of misses this old classic design. Maybe I might bring it back for a future episode or at some point. I don't know. But yeah, I agree with you. This is quite possibly one of the best scenes in the entire, UDW. No, TWE era.
That's the one.
Yeah, so I don't know what happened there, but yeah, I agree. I don't know who wrote it. Did you write? Did you write the speech, or did I?
I think I put this moment in here, but the speech that the Doctor's doing currently, I think, was yours.
Yeah, I'm really trying to remember where it came from. I don't know whether it was originally. I don't remember if it was actually meant to be written for the trailer or if it was actually written for the episode. But I'm if there's one thing I would change, I think I would slightly change the "we stand together as one."
Yeah.
It's a nice line. It's a nice line for at this point. But when I saw that line on, you were doing posters of the Matter of Time, and you did a poster of My Doctor, and you had that line, "we stand together as one." I was looking at it to myself, nice line, but it could have been changed a little bit.
Oh man. Oh gosh, what was I about to say?
Well, if you can remember, we'll talk about it.
Yeah,
later.
but I think I sent the first draft of the script to you, then you sent it back to me with this scene,
Yeah.
and then that was the point where I kind of latched onto the idea of Connie's mother, and with the Phantom kind of using that to tempt her, like he used Cryo to tempt Arya.
Yeah, because that's kind of what the Phantom is pretty much doing. It's meant to sort of like, present itself as your dreams, your desires, or something you really crave for, and it lures you into its trap.
Yeah.
It's one of those creatures. So.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Is this the...
Okay, another thing I would definitely change. I would definitely get someone else to do the voice of the interface. I mean, yeah, I consider myself a voice actor, but that's not one of the voices I would want to do. I don't want to do a sort of light-sounded voice again.
Oh man, the corridors are still one of my favourite sets.
Yeah, I miss those corridors. And just the way we sort of laid it out, pretty much like as they did with like Journey to the Center of the TARDIS, they pretty much used the same corridors. But unlike Journey to the Center of the TARDIS, we managed to make sure it was filmed at different angles and different close-ups.
I built one segment of corridor which was like a full shell, and one which was half a shell, so you could film inside of it, and then I laid those out.
Yeah.
Oh, is this the?
This is the flashback to Connie's parents. Separation. I can't remember if they were divorced but it was more like a separation.
Jessica plays.
Jessica voiced Connie's
mother. Yeah.
Mother, and my good friend Thomas Roberts, who was pretty much like a regular voice actor in most of the projects I worked on. Only on this channel, but he voiced Connie's dad.
Yes.
Yeah, as you can see there's like a slight audio cut from you just see like that was pretty much the same dialogue Emily Moran voiced for Connie, except I turned up the pitch. I was really trying to get across. Oh my god, this is an awesome moment.
Oh man.
I'm
glad to say I've improved my Dalek voices a lot since.
Yeah, I will say of all the stuff of all the proudest stuff I've edited or produced, just that extermination shot I am the most proud of. I mean, yeah, even though it's pretty much my Dr. Gabe shot at a Dalek, I'm just proud of the execution.
I do really like this set.
Yeah.
I'd made this set originally for Legend of Dalek, but ended up not using it.
You didn't use it.
Ended up filming on location instead. But luckily, it went very well here.
Yeah. Now you might see there's some really good customs and some really bad customs of some characters here. Like, as you can see there, the Black Time Lord. That was actually originally used in a deleted scene from a very early draft of the 10th anniversary special. But I thought, well, since I've got most of the time, I might as well use them again.
Here's my cameo as the War Doctor.
Yeah, the War Doctor's back. We were pretty much at a time where we pretty much enjoyed bringing the War Doctor into any of the episodes.
I gave myself a little cameo as the War Doctor here because I thought it'd tie nicely into Moment of the Doctor, which we'd already done, and I played the War Doctor. And interestingly, I played the War Doctor for you, and you played the War Doctor for me when I did Faded. Yeah,
we'll talk more into that with Moment of the Doctor. But yeah. For those of you who don't, well, I'm guessing not keeping track. This was actually produced after Moment of the Doctor, but we're pretty much going from chronological order. So we're doing season 1 first, and then we're going to go into Moment of the Doctor, and then season 2. Got that? Good. What else could we talk about? I'm trying to think what's coming next. Yep, there we go. Quite the laziest reaction there. Just a still shot, and then just the dialogue going, "Whoa!" When really I could have just animated, just him turning, and then all of a sudden the interface is there. I don't. Maybe I don't. Maybe I didn't have the script at the time when I was filming it, or whether I forgot to add it in. But yeah, that's just laziness right there.
Either way, it's good that we can look back on things.
Yeah.
And
Okay. Now, obviously, you could tell it's obviously green screen, but funny enough, this was actually the background was actually taking place at the location. I'm trying to remember. It was a Christian I went to. One of my sister's babies was getting baptized, and this was the location of the church. And I thought, oh, I might as well take pictures of the location, and just obviously I had to make sure I couldn't get any people in the background. And this is a very slightly lazily executed but very dark moment where Collie's just singing to the floor, and well, the doctor's just leaving her to die.
Just buggers off.
He just buggers off. Yeah. Now this was very difficult to do. I mean, obviously you could tell there's quite a lot of, it took like a very long while just to edit the effects of the dirt and the grave together. So yeah,
of course. And
here we go.
This was set up exactly as it was when I was filming the Time Station. This is, of course, Jessica Osborne Doctor's TARDIS
at the time. Was it changed? Yeah, you changed the TARDIS.
It changed,
or was it still her TARDIS?
The furniture was rearranged like every episode.
Yeah.
At this point, it was still being used for her. It was used briefly by the Lloyd Doctor, my Doctors, and then of course in Multiverse Theory, got a new one.
Oh, Elizabeth Sladen. God rest her soul. Well, not really Elizabeth Sladen. Sarah Jane Smith. Yeah. Now, obviously, as you can see here, my Doctor embraces Sarah Jane. This was basically a sort of like a little nice touch to show that the Doctor, even though he's regenerated so many times, he still has Sarah Jane as like one of his biggest friends, and I just wanted to show my appreciation for how much we loved Sarah Jane, how much we loved Elizabeth Sladen, just with that hug, just with that moment.
It occurred to me I'd never properly paid homage to Elizabeth Sladen in any FA, so I thought I'll write that in here.
Yeah,
it works. And because this was sort of meant to be the secondary control room, if you like, which of course the Fourth Doctor had used while Sarah Jane was travelling with him. And so I thought Sarah Jane could be the link, and then I thought if Sarah Jane's here and the secondary control room's here, that'll be the link for the Doctor figuring out that it's the Phantom again. Yeah,
and for those of you who are probably going to leave a comment saying the Doctor doesn't have a secondary console room. When does he have a secondary console room? Watch Doctor's Wife.
And a whole bunch of classic episodes.
Yeah.
I think they make that the original secondary console room out of like a cupboard, which they needed somewhere to film while the new set was being built.
Sadly, it wasn't her. But okay, now as you're about to see, we got the Brigadier. I still feel a little bad that it's an image of the Brigadier shooting down Sarah Jane Smith.
Oh no, that's only just occurred to me.
I know. I was watching to myself. This is so hard because those guys were friends, but. I don't know. I still feel bad. I mean, maybe if there was some other way I could sort it out, but sorry, guys.
It's not real.
It's not real. It's not canon. It's not canon. You're safe.
We do get we do get quite a touching moment between the Doctor and the Brigadier here now.
Yeah. As well. Now, funny enough, originally I kind of wanted there to be a sort of scene between the Doctor meeting. Not really the Brigadier, just pretty much like like an image of the Brigadier at some point. I wasn't quite sure exactly how to include it, but thankfully when Sam came up with the idea of the visual interface, I sort of thought, perfect. That's just perfect. That works really, really well. It fits into the story.
Oh yes.
Yeah. And here we go. The most gayest smile there. You might see it.
Okay.
It's not only gay. It's just that was actually done on the it's sort of like a little effects app that was on the internet.
I think that works fine.
Yeah, it works fine. It's fine. I mean, but I there were moments I was looking back, thinking to myself, slightly, something about it just felt a little off. It's fine, but there we go. But anyway, there we go. There was another good scene gone, and. Now, if I remember, you didn't write the climax of the episode, didn't you?
No, I left that to you because I thought well, A, I couldn't figure out a good way for it to end, and B, I thought you might wanted to link it into your arc because you've already brought up the guide and stuff.
Yeah. Now,
this bit was fun.
Yeah, it's always fun when you're doing, you're shoehorning in cameos of the alternate Doctors, the original incarnations. But yeah, it's always fun just to bring figures which I'm pretty sure I don't think I would ever be able to work on a project with. And that was around the time where we didn't have a Peter Capaldi Doctor,
and that's the first time you see my Doctor's face,
your Doctor's face, and
then his
there we go, Jessica Osborne's Doctor.
Wish I still had the Time Station era costume. That was one of my favourites.
Yeah, I kind of miss the red cloak. It's nice colour palette as well, red and green outfit.
I wanted to have it hanging in the TARDIS in a matter of time, but I couldn't find it.
You couldn't find it. Oh, wouldn't it be kind of cool if Jodie's Doctor and Jessica's Doctor collaborated?
Oh man, I'd love that. I could do that.
You could. Well, you kind of did with Matter of Time, but it would have been really cool if we had all the female Doctors together.
I'll make a note of that.
Yeah. Now, I think I should say, the original idea I was going for at the time was I kind of wanted to be somewhere similar. Kind of similar to what I think Moffat was trying to do with Listen. Where you go back in time, all of a sudden, it turns out the Doctor was only doing this because of Cloud inspired him, or doing back to the Gathering and all that. Now, this is going to sound kind of stupid, but originally I wanted the Phantom to be revealed to be Peter Capaldi's Doctor.
Oh man.
Now, this is around the time where we did not know how far his Doctor was going to go, and at the time, my Doctor was pretty much the 12th/13th Doctor, and I didn't want it to be a sort of fight between Capaldi because I wanted to give him a chance, but it was kind of more along the lines of just my Doctor and Capaldi's Doctor just talking about how this is all, why is this happening? How am I here? Why is he here? That sort of stuff. But the more I thought about it, I sort of thought this is so complicated. No one's going to be able to understand what's going on, but. Yeah, we managed to solve that in a future episode. So I pretty much just went with the safest bet, which is just he has no form. He's trying to find a form, so he decides to try and take the Doctors.
Yeah. As I say, if I was to write this again, I would have made the spirits.
Yeah, the motivation.
Spirit, not the spirit. That's a completely different character.
No.
Made the Phantoms.
Make the Phantoms. Well, it's not really a Phantom. We call it a Phantom. We still don't know what it is.
Yeah, I think the Doctor just referred to it as a siren.
Yeah. But then again, we did not know what the monster was in Midnight. So, who does it really matter when we, does it really matter when we find out what it is?
No, not really. There's still time to explore that if we particularly wanted to.
Yeah. I mean, we're not going anywhere, so we're still here. I mean, you're retired. I'm still here for now, but we'll see how it goes. And this was okay. Now, again, one of the major problems I always had when I was filming at the time was always the lighting. Yeah, because I was at a point where I was like, try and get the lighting done before the sun down, otherwise I have to turn the room light on switch, and I didn't have any good lighting at the time. But okay.
That's a funny bit of animation.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure there's going to be some. Yeah, there's going to be some sort of theories going on there, but yeah, I agree. That was a bit of funny animation, and I'm literally trying to remember how did the TARDIS reactivate itself? Because I know in the script it said the guide He tells Connolly to open the doors or activate the TARDIS console, but then during the post-production, or maybe I was going over the footage, the screwdriver just sort of lit up and then the TARDIS console worked. It just suddenly automatically turned itself on. So
yeah, I think we could probably say the guide had something to do with it.
Yeah, the guy had something to do with it. Yeah, and this was such a pretty fun thing to do. Yeah, even though the green screen's not perfect, it's kind of a very epic idea to have. Just have the smoke dragging my Doctor across this giant bed, and the Doctor's pretty much just fighting the smoke.
Oh yeah,
and yeah, but yeah, it took like a couple of edits, took a couple of shoots, but yeah, it was pretty good. I'm actually also quite proud of just the smoke coming out of a light bulb of the TARDIS as it's flying past the sun.
Yeah,
so
that's fun.
Yeah, that was really fun to do. Still, obviously needs improvement, but seeing as it was at a different time, we could always just try and but it was fun. Yeah.
So yes.
We pretty much left this door open that maybe Aya could come back at some point. Maybe we could do like an episode where, like how the Doctor meets Aya. Maybe it was a previous Doctor. Maybe it's my Doctor meeting her before this event happens. But yeah, we're pretty much leaving this open for Aya to come back. We don't know if Jessica Osborne would be up to voicing her again, but
hope so.
Yeah, I hope so too. Because I is quite possibly one of my favorite reoccurring supporting characters in this run. So I think it would be nice just to bring her back one more time. Maybe.
Through all the episodes I've written, as you'll notice, I've set up a lot of friends for the Doctor, which hint could come in handy at some point down the line with Series 3 that I'm writing.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll just have to wait and see about that one.
We'll have to wait and see. We'll just have to wait and see who's still alive, who's still available, and whether the... now, obviously...
There's a couple of TARDISes in the background of this
There's
show.
a couple of TARDIS... Now, but obviously, there's an obvious flipped image of the TARDIS. Now, please...
Oh, well.
But, come it's fan-made. Give me a break. But, yeah, So yeah, as we said, we might bring Aya back. I mean, you were originally thinking of doing a spin-off with her, weren't you?
I thought about it, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I thought about including Aya in the spin-off for my FA, which was going to be called Bonnie Savage Space Pirates.
Yeah.
Bonnie Savage is a character I was going to introduce that then became Madison Brunola's Doctor eventually, and then I was going to have Aya become part of her crew. But I did. I thought about a lot of ways to bring Aya back. I'm not done thinking yet.
No. We're still keeping things on the shelf. We're still keeping them, keeping them in handy. We might come back to them. We might not, but it's still a possibility. I don't have a guide.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
But Connie.
Connie,
He died 10 years ago.
Oh my god, that would have been so weird if it turns out it's actually someone he does know in the past. Oh my god, that would be terrifying. And yeah, okay, now
Foreshadowing.
Yeah, foreshadowing. The bridge awaits you. I'm trying to remember whether this scene was actually meant for a later episode or maybe. I'm trying to think whether it was used for a future episode or this one in particular. But anyway, I can't quite remember it. But I basically just added that scene in as all for it could work, and it's a nice little throwback. Because originally in the script it was just gonna show Connie, I don't have a guide, really, and then it was gonna cut to basically the last scene you get in this episode, which we'll come up to, and that's it. But I thought it would be a nice touch, that the TARDIS slightly goes out of control. And he's like, wait a minute, where's that device gone? And it turns out, he's got it.
Got it.
Yeah, this is such a very nice laid out shot. Just this mysterious guy in the corridors fading away.
Ooh.
And there you go. That was Phantom of the TARDIS, ladies and gentlemen. So, what are your thoughts on it? Altogether.
Like I think this is a very good product of its time. I think for what we were capable of back when this was made, we were very proud of it.
Yeah,
and it was probably my favourite from Series 1, even though I am slightly biased on that.
Yeah. Well, we still got more to come, but yeah. I agree with you. I mean, of all the episodes I've worked on, some of them had. I think quite possibly the best production works, and some of the best scenes, best edited scenes. Phantom of the TARDIS, in my opinion, I think is the one I am the most proud of.
Hey, that's nice.
I mean, other than the fact it's both of us working together, but I think it had like quite possibly the best script, the best characters, the best ideas and best theories, and maybe some best moments.
Oh yeah.
Maybe there are some other scenes in future episodes which I am also proud of that we managed to work on, but for this season in particular, Phantom of the TARDIS I think is the best one in season 1.
Oh, there we go. Lovely.
Yes. So there you go, guys. That was our commentary for Phantom of the TARDIS, and thank you, Sam, for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and I'll see you next time for the next episode of season 1, episode 4, Digital Deception. We'll see you then.